This week in F1 there has been no race, but Nick de Vries being useless has still managed to grab all the headlines, with Helmut Marko reportedly showing him a yellow card. That's not on, son. Fuck off, ref. Marko has said that if results don't improve, he will be replaced. It was initially rumoured he was going to be replaced by Ricciardo, however that is seemingly not the case.
I'm heavily depressed.
With Liam Lawson and the man with one of the greatest names in motorsport, Ayumu Iwasa, being next in line for his seat. But maybe we're being a bit harsh, because also on Twitter was how the countries are doing in F1 and the Netherlands are on top. So why is this important? Well, it clearly shows that when you have legal weed, you get better drivers. The data supports this unequivocally.
Pretzels are making me thirsty!
Anyway, onto the news, and we start in Madrid, where talks are ongoing to introduce a new street circuit there. Spoilers, the circuit looks shit and has a corner around a roundabout. What the fuck? Perez's father has said that Perez and Verstappen's rivalry is similar to that of Prost and Senna's. That is true, except in every single way. I mean, I get hyping up your own son, but fucking hell. Kelly Piquet had a rather interesting object as her favourite accessory. Turns out it was just lipstick, but in all fairness, they both go around and into your mouth.
Go suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick. Suck a dick, suck a huge or small dick.
Stephanie has said there won't be any changes this year to stop Red Bull's dominance, which to be honest is the first thing he's ever said, which I agree with. Change them for next year, sure, but don't punish Red Bull mechanics this year for being good at their job, it just doesn't make sense. Staying with Red Bull, and the old corpse has said that Vettel could take his place at Red Bull, which means finally there will be someone in the upper tier of Red Bull that I could actually like. Alpine reportedly considered Binotto to replace Otmar, however Binotto turned them down, which is like Adam Sandler rejecting one of the girls in his movies. Pirelli have plans to bring a new reinforced tyre to Silverstone, which is supposed to reduce the risk of punctures. Now, I'm not a mechanic by any means, but there haven't been many punctures, if any, this season, and this could mean a longer tyre life, which would be a negative, because the tyres already last ages, like Baku or Miami, where Max was, well, Max. But I guess, just like everything, we will just have to wait and see. Reports are emerging that it was Red Bull who campaigned the hardest for the sprint, as they feel they benefited against the other teams by having fewer practices. Sneaky bastards. Mercedes reportedly tried to sign Adrian Newey when his contract was expiring, however Newey declined, with the corpse commenting that maybe Wolff isn't so confident in his own engineers after all. Honda and Aston Martin are looking increasingly likely to have an engine deal by 2026. Here's Fernando Alonso wanting to die.
I'm heavily depressed.
And in more depressing news, the Emilia-Romagna region has severe rain and flooding, causing the Grand Prix to be cancelled. So in the words of Big Nasty, RIP dem man. However, these unfortunate circumstances does give an avenue for a completely different kind of race. And finally, a new track has been shown off in Hungary which could come into F1, and after some of the recent races at Hungaroring, it has a lot to live up to, in a bit.